gentlemen, welcome to RWA Dynasty! Folks, we have a great show for you tonight. We've got New England Wrestling Hall of Famer Jose Perez here in the house. Straight out of the NYC, we got the Movement. We've got all your RWA favorites, including your Triple Crown champion, the Revelation, Christopher Sterling. We'd like to thank the Sleds for being here tonight. Just so you know, we do already have tickets on sale for RWA Legacy, July 6th. It's going to be held at Thayer Arena in Warwick. Same place as last year, big show, bring everybody you know. We'd like to start this off. I'm going to bring the lovely lady up here to sing the national anthem. Miss Christina, come on up here. Christina. But let's not forget why we're here, folks. Yes, we're here to see some great wrestling action, but more importantly, we're here to raise money for a great cause, the Autism Project. Here to speak on behalf of the Autism Project, Connor Bouquet.
As you all know, we're here to benefit the Autism Project tonight. So first things first, I'd like to thank T and the rest of the RWA for participating and hosting this event. I've been a part of the RWA for about a year and a half now, and I would especially like to thank all the members of the RWA for being practically a second family to me for the past year and a half. So thank you. It means a lot to me. And now that brings us to the reason why we're here is Bill Victor Stadium. So I would like to call up a special guest at this time. I'd like to call up Tanner to come to the ring right now. So me and this guy here have a thing in common right now, and it's that we both have Asperger's syndrome. I was diagnosed at age 5, this little guy here was diagnosed at age 4. And it is a tough thing to cope with, and it's sometimes hard to be accepted. But thanks to the RWA, I've been accepted, and now thanks to the RWA, I hope that he could be accepted too. So most importantly, we'd like to thank all of you for coming. We'd like to thank you all for being here and donating to a great cause. Because they're the most important reason why we're here tonight, you know that? Thank you, everyone. Have a great show.
All right. Thank you, Connor, and thank you, Tanner. What do you say we get to some wrestling action, shall we? Yeah! All right. It is my pleasure to turn this mic over to the newest addition to the RWA family, our new ring announcer, the Voice Box.
How we doing, everybody? All right, let's get going. This contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is our opening contest from RWA Dynasty. Introducing first, from West Warwick, Rhode Island, at 162 pounds, Billy Ware.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to RWA Dynasty. I am Clem Cadiddlehopper alongside the mouth, Mike Mifflin, and boy, do we have an action-packed show here today.
Clem, I couldn't be happier. RWA Dynasty live at the Smithfield Elks Lodge, all to benefit the Autism Project. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this excitement that we're going to have today. I mean, what a great crowd we have, and now you see Billy Ware in his new gear. Last time at Tickers, Vincenzo Abruzzi and Billy Ware had a match, and if Vincenzo Abruzzi won, Billy Ware was going to be forced to buy gear, and look what he got. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. Billy Ware obviously been hitting the gym and the tanning booth alike, making sure that he looks fit and trim, not like Billy Slim.
Well, that was a quick turnaround time on some new gear, I must say. Props to whoever made those.
This opening contest from the city of brotherly love, weighing at 149 pounds, the ace, Mike Montero.
And here's a man no stranger to three-ways. I know you know that.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he has been known to be in three-way dances before. The ace, Mike Montero. The greatest thing about this match, Clem, is the fact that all three men in this match are fan favorites. The fans love all three of these men as individuals, and now they get the opportunity to come to RWA Dynasty to benefit the Autism Project and get to see three fan favorites get in the ring and go at it.
RWA is always sure to deliver and leave fans with nothing but the best entertainment possible. This will be sure to deliver, I guarantee it.
Well, Clem, there is no doubt that is a big guarantee from you, but let's face facts. I mean, the ace Mike Montero embroiled in a bitter best-of-7 series with simply fantastic Zach Alexander, and now we're going to get a look at Vincenzo Abruzzi.
27 pounds, the Sicilian sensation, Vincenzo Abruzzi.
Yes, indeed, as you said, Mike Montero embroiled in a bitter feud with his former tag team partner and ally, Zach Alexander, taking a bit of a break off from that best-of-7. We'll have the finals, match 7 of 7, coming up in 2 weeks, actually, at RWA Height. But for tonight, it's three-way dance action for these three men, and we'll see if Mike Montero can build a little momentum going into that 7th match.
Well, Mike Montero has really been on a hot streak. I mean, there's no doubt about it that Billy Ware has been involved in a tag team of sorts with Logan Rose. I don't know where Logan Rose is today. I have not heard any word from any of the RWA officials on where Logan Rose is, but we will be sure to present that information to you as soon as humanly possible. But right now, we are getting ready to get into this three-way dance. RWA Dynasty, let's kick it off right. We got a problem with the bell? And here we go. Oh, finally we got a bell ringer. Oh, Vincenzo Abruzzi going for a cover. What is this? Billy Ware going for a cover. Oh, now Mike Montero going for a cover.
Like an orange streak of lightning coming right at Billy Ware right there.
If you have a 3D TV, kids, do not worry. He did not just come into your living room. The RWA finally presented in HD.
All three men looking for a test of strength right here.
This is very interesting. Backing Billy Ware off the ropes now. Whoa, what is that? I've never even seen anything like that before. Whoa!
Their strategy to double team Billy Ware backfiring right there.
Oh, there's a high boot. Oh, and Vincenzo Abruzzi follows up with a clothesline. Oh, and a spear in midair. Good God almighty. Mike Montero almost broken in half by that spear.
Billy early on being able to stay one step ahead of both men. Oh, goodness.
Mike Montero with there's a drop kick. Came with a forearm shiver to the chest.
Seizing the opportunity, Billy Ware's luck ran out momentarily, I suppose. Now Vincenzo Abruzzi is going to seize the opportunity and take advantage of Mike Montero.
Vincenzo Abruzzi with a forearm now to Mike Montero in the corner. Mike Montero up and over, beautiful up and over. What's this now? Goes for a leapfrog, drop down. Billy Ware drop kicks Vincenzo Abruzzi in the face. Wow, this is hot action. 1, 2. It's probably going to take a little bit more than a drop kick to put Vincenzo Abruzzi down.
Still, Vincenzo expending some energy to kick out there, so even though if he only gets a 2 count, it's still worthwhile.
Billy Ware doing? What's he looking for? What is this?
Watch out for Montero right here.
Oh, a little reverse DDT and some sort of, I guess that's an STO, I guess you would call that. 2. This action, fast-paced, very, very difficult to call. Vincenzo Abruzzi is the biggest man in the match, though. You would think that Vincenzo Abruzzi would use his power to try to neutralize the speed of these two gentlemen. Shooting Mike Montero off. Now a little double team on Mike Montero. Oh, kicks Vincenzo Abruzzi in the gut. There's a drop kick into a bulldog. Very nice.
I don't think Vincenzo's been presented the opportunity to really use his strength to his advantage. These guys have been just too quick early on.
Oh, and there's a scissor kick.
Perhaps I spoke too soon.
Kick to the gut. What's he looking for here? Maybe a vertical suplex. Beautiful vertical suplex. Dead center of the ring. Pin him, Vincenzo. 1, 2.
That kick again, but Billy Ware caught him. Oh, now Mike Montero with one of his own sends Billy Ware to the outside. There may be a oil angel on the ground if he starts moving his arms, not a snow angel. I saw him lathering up in the back earlier on.
Well, he wants to look good for the fans of RWA. I mean, you can't blame him. Changing some forearms now in the middle of the ring. There's a kick. Make it another one. There's another forearm. What was it? Oh, it looked like he was going for a monkey flip. Beautiful roll through.
Oh, Vincenzo.
And Vincenzo, oh, that's it! Hits him with the Rockabye Baby.
Billy Ware rolls back in the ring. I believe Montero rolled out.
Beautiful clothesline. Make it 2.
Power display there by Billy Ware. Montero coming in behind him. He's got to watch out.
Oh, and a beautiful BMW. 2.
Perhaps I spoke too soon. Montero better watch out.
Beautiful, another beautiful BMW. Must be the M3.
He's got to cover him. He's pointing to the top. Billy Ware going up. The high rank district, as they call it.
What's he going for here? Shooting star press, nobody home, no water in the pool.
Both men lucky enough to have the wits within them to move out of the way. That could have been trouble for either one or both.
Oh, kick to the face. Almost like a version of the push kick. What is going on here? What's he looking
Reversal
for?
after reversal. Oh my
Canadian
God!
Destroyer. 3, that's it. Somebody ring the bell.
Huge win for Mike Montero right there.
Beautiful maneuver to finish off Billy Ware.
Montero victorious here and possibly with a huge momentum builder heading into the number 7 match in the best of 7 against Zach Alexander. 2 weeks, Ticker Sports Grill.
May 12th.
May 12th indeed.
And that maneuver, I called it the Canadian Destroyer, but that move is called the Philly Driver.
Great show of respect from Montero, checking on Billy Ware. Coming up next, Mike, we have the Influence taking on Zach Alexander and Rob Marsh, actually. We'll get to see Zach Alexander up next. Will he be successful? As Mike Montero, we'll find out.
Our next contest, it's a tag team matchup from the Ballers Suite at the Holiday Inn at a combined weight of 513 pounds. The Natural Truth, T. Phoenix, and Jason Devine, the Influence.
Now this match, Mike, originally scheduled to be the Fury Frank Champion and Zach Alexander. You know those two go way back. But due to some travel arrangements are falling through, he needed to be replaced, and my God, he was replaced by that hardcore psychopath, Rob Marsh.
Yeah, this is not going to bode well at all. They have not, T. Phoenix and Jason Devine have not had a lot of time to prepare for Rob Marsh. They were preparing for the Fury Frank prospect, Frank Champion, you know, whatever you want to call him. I mean, he's got more names than a Chinese phone book, but that's all right. It's no problem. We are here at Dynasty Tag Team Action, T. Phoenix, Jason Devine against simply fantastic Zach Alexander and Rob Marsh. This should be one for the ages. I expect somebody's jaw to be broken. I expect something bad to happen to T. Phoenix and Jason Devine.
Well, don't wish death upon him or anything.
Well, no, a death. No, I would never wish death upon anyone.
And their opponents from Brockton, Massachusetts, weighing 216 pounds, the Underground Assassin, Rob Marsh.
Now, you made reference to Divine and Phoenix not being prepared, and you're right. It's a totally different mindset when you're preparing for somebody the size of Frank Champion, and then they get switched on you, and you got to prepare on short notice for somebody as crazy and as unpredictable as the Underground Assassin, Rob Marsh. Although Marsh may be kind of out of his element here tonight, he's more accustomed to the hardcore style of wrestling. We'll see how he fares here. We'll see how the Influence fares. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how it all pans out.
Well, I'm afraid of Rob Marsh. Very, very afraid. He's a scary individual. He is hardcore as hardcore can be, and I want nothing to do with him hurting me. So I will only say nice things about Rob Marsh.
From Baltimore, Maryland, at 157 pounds, simply fantastic, Zach Alexander.
And just like his former counterpart, the ace Mike Montero, former Suicide King members, back-to-back matches, their best of 7 series finishes up May 12th live at Ticker's Sports Grill, 45 Cedar Swamp Road in Smithfield. Please don't you dare miss it. It's the road to legacy, but quite honestly, Zach Alexander's road might end at the Influence.
Certainly it could be paved with potholes, and we certainly don't hope for anything to physically happen that would take Zach or even Rob Marsh out of competition.
Well, they're in there with a very, very large man and another psychopath, Jason Devine. Insanely talented, as I like to call him.
Certainly fits the bill, and oh my goodness.
What
look at that.
is he wearing?
Phoenix sporting a brand new yellow, bright yellow, canary yellow singlet, and the Big Bird chants start instantly. I think they were led by our photographer, Liz B.
He looks like a tub of mustard that you could buy at a BJ's or a Price Right or something like that. Well, it makes sense. He looks like mustard, and Jason Devine a few sandwiches short of a picnic. So it absolutely makes sense. That is scary. I mean, Big Bird is an understatement. That's huge Bird.
Well, we're going to see if this team of Marsh and Zach Alexander can cut the mustard here tonight.
Zach Alexander now has Jason Devine square center of the ring, has the arm wrenching up on it. Jason Devine reverses it, very nice. Zach Alexander rolled through, rolls backwards, nips up off the head, beautiful, and takes the arm back.
Both men almost similar in size, although I'm going to have to give the strength to Devine and the speed to Alexander. Both men technically sound. They are even in that aspect.
Jason Devine really working that hammerlock now. Zach Alexander, rolls back through the hammerlock, grabs him in one of his own, and then right to the headlock. Beautiful. Devine grabbing the hair there, trying to get Alexander to break the hold.
Having your head squeezed like a grape, where you look for any way out of there at all possible.
Now Marsh in the ring, they're both in there. Double hip toss.
Back of the screen, you saw Phoenix looking for a tag, just barely missed.
And Devine absolutely just... See, that's the thing about Devine. You just never know when the crazy's really going to kick in. Rob Marsh returns a forearm.
The same could be said for Marsh.
Devine rakes the eyes.
That'll stop anybody right in their tracks.
And they're just running in, and Rob Marsh, and now he's just punching him. Rob Marsh sitting on the bottom turnbuckle, and Divine just punching him. Now he's got the knee in the throat. Phoenix in the ring now. Rob Marsh is in a bad way. Oh, T. Phoenix just stepping on his throat.
330 pounds stepping on your throat and could easily snap a collarbone or anything, really. Not a pleasant feeling for Rob Marsh.
There's a double axe handle to the back.
Clawing at the eyes of Rob Marsh. T. Phoenix, nothing fancy about it.
Oh, there's a crossface.
Crowd trying to get behind Marsh. He's going to need every bit of help. Sidewalk slam coming up. Nope.
T. Phoenix just dropped Rob Marsh on his head.
Now that Phoenix has had some fun with him, he's going to bring back in Jason Divine.
I mean, really, though, Clem, what is the lesser of two evils? I mean, who would you rather have in there with you?
I would rather be in there with the referee, and I think I stand a good chance of whooping his ass. Other than that, no thank you, sir.
Look at that forearm from Jason Divine, just bringing the beautiful big boot driver.
Momentum almost sent Marsh out of the ring there. Divine's going to look to get Marsh away from his corner.
Another beautiful forearm from Divine.
They've done some solid work as far as picking Marsh apart. They want to keep him in there as long as possible. Try to pick up the win here.
Snapmare. And there's a hard kick to the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hard kicks to the back.
Marsh close to his corner. Could get it to no. Divine cut off the tag right there.
Smart thinking by Jason Divine.
He was really within an eyelash there. I think it was a matter of they missed hands. They were within reach.
Very, very smart by Jason Divine. He wants to keep Rob Marsh in the ring as long as possible and inflict as much damage as he can to try to get the pinfall. They don't want a fresh Zach Alexander in the ring. These two gentlemen, T. Phoenix and Jason Divine, have been tagging in and out. T. Phoenix still setting him up for a suplex here. What's he going for? He's got him up for the suplex. What's gonna... Oh, beautiful! And just drops him down. T. Phoenix, just a mean man. It makes sense, though. Why should he fall, you know, with a suplex when he could just hold him up there and throw him?
Certainly a sound strategy. Why exert any more effort than you need to? Shoveling match now.
There's a hard forearm from T. Phoenix. Hello.
Marsh turned his face, tried to get away from it. I think he suffered more because of it. I think he took the point of the elbow to the cheekbone or the nose right there.
T. Phoenix whips off Rob Marsh into the corner. Now, big splash. Tags in Divine now.
Whip him in, indeed he does.
Divine hits him with double boots to the chest and then drops an elbow drop, going for the pin 2 count.
Crowd taking turns between cheering for Marsh and getting on Phoenix's nerves. I heard them singing Yellow Submarine, the big yellow ones, the Sun, Teletubby. There you go, you can hear it now.
Well, I'm not going to say that T. Phoenix looks like a submarine, but T. Phoenix looks like a submarine. A big yellow one.
Marsh showing signs of life, but quickly cut off right there. Years on the bus go round and round. Only in RWA could you hear that being chanted by the crowd.
That's true.
Divine Divine was thinking top rope there, cut off by Marsh, who still looks to have some fight in him.
What's Marsh doing here? Beautiful superplex from Rob Marsh. They're both down in the middle of the ring. A lot of energy has been spent by Rob Marsh. He's trying to get to his corner. Can he make it there before Divine gets to his?
Divine turned inside out on that suplex. Not really sure if he knows where he is. Figured it out now. He's inching his way to his corner, as is Marsh. There's a tag. Likewise.
Big boot missed by Phoenix. Alexander, Alexander got caught out using some elbows. Double drop kick to the knee of Phoenix. What's he going for? Beautiful STO while T Phoenix is down on the knee. Zach Alexander fired up. Trying to pick up Phoenix. I don't know if that's the best strategy. Tags in Marsh. What the hell is he going for here?
He could be the patented double knees from Marsh. The Marsh falls, but Marsh fell. Phoenix, he saw it coming.
Rob Marsh, a legal man in the ring. T Phoenix has him.
May not have been too smart there, bringing Marsh back in.
Under the influence. You can count to 100. The influence hit their patented move under the influence.
Team of Team Phoenix and Jason Divine, the Influence.
Pick up a huge win here, solidifying their tag team roots.
You can see they are mighty proud of themselves as they soak it all in and taunt this crowd here in Smithfield, Rhode Island.
Jason Divine, absolutely insane. T Phoenix looks like the wheels on the bus go round and round. T Phoenix yelling at the crowd now, that's not a surprise. You would be hard pressed to find a more hated man in the RWA.
Certainly. And you have to figure, with victory after victory, they're going to be in contention for those tag team titles rather quickly. It could be against Student Body, it could be against the Movement.
Well, we'll find out later tonight who the tag team champions in RWA are going to be. I see nothing but big things from this team. T Phoenix still taunting the crowd. He doesn't care. It almost seems like he likes being booed. He's not well liked.
Certainly, fans have a right to their opinion, and that's what we express here. Freedom of choice. What the fans like, they tell you. What they don't like, they tell you. And it makes for an electric atmosphere here in RWA.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have the Epidemic with a mystery partner going up against Chris Cruz, Amanda Fox, and Ricky Medeiros. Don't you dare go away.
It's time. Now. Are you sure you can trust this guy? Yes. Now. What about them? It's just the beginning. Let me worry about Cruz. You can deal with Fox. Let him deal with Ricky. At Dynasty, all will see that an epidemic has arisen. The infection begins now.
This contest is scheduled for one fall and is a 3-on-3 matchup. Introducing first at a combined weight at 472 pounds, the team of Chris Cruz, Ricky Medeiros, and Amanda Fox.
Mike, I gotta tell you, we just saw T Phoenix out here earlier. Do you realize this entire team only outweighs T Phoenix by 150 pounds?
That is insane. And there's the TV champion Chris Cruz along with Amanda Fox and the junior heavyweight champion Ricky Medeiros.
And the three of these people, they've fallen on some hard times. They've had their hands full with Sean Leader and Tom Billington in quite an interesting scenario. It started with Leader being pulled behind the curtain and somebody getting in his ear, and then Billington, and now we just saw earlier this eerie promo with, it appeared, the shadow of Billington and Leader talking about it's time and can we trust him? Who is this third man?
Well, you became a little bit verklempt there, Clem, but that's all right. They are
What?
verklempt.
Okay.
Taken aback.
And their opponents from Arcadia, the Freak Show, Sean Leader, the Terror, Tom Billington. They are the Epidemic.
I don't like this at all. This is creepy. To think what has become of these two beloved RWA heroes.
Well, they certainly don't look like heroes. If that's what heroes look like, I'll root for the villain in the movie.
Oh my goodness!
Really?
Can you believe this, Mike Mifflin?
I can't. That was very eerie. Our monitor looked like it was possessed almost. It was almost out of focus, and then Crimson Alchemia stepped to the forefront and it cleared up. Oh, I don't know about this team. I don't know if I like this team at all. This is very, very scary stuff. The Terror, Tom Billington. There's Crimson Alchemia. Whoa, that's very, very frightening. I don't know if I like that at all. Oh, and here we go. We're starting the action hot.
Oh. Action spilling outside of the ring. Billington and Fox inside the ring.
Beautiful arm drag from Amanda Fox. Japanese arm drag. Beautiful drop kick from Amanda Fox. The Terror, Tom Billington working to the corner there. Big forearm from Amanda Fox. Make it two.
Tag into Cruz here.
Beautiful double hip toss. What's she going for here? Beautiful one-footed drop kick. Chris Cruz with the splash.
That'll knock the wind out of you in a hurry, no matter how terrorizing you are.
Tom Billington being beaten, but I think she kind of likes that. Chris Cruz with a couple of chops. Ricky Medeiros now with some chops. Beautiful left arm clothesline from the Terror, Tom Billington. Look, he's biting him now.
And now Leader biting him. There was pizza in the back. I saw it at catering. Didn't these guys get some? I mean, yeah, I had more than my fair share, but I left some for everybody else.
Misses the leg drop off of the second rope.
Leader definitely took his time, and he paid for it on that one.
This is an atomic drop. What is this? Puts him on the middle rope, and Sean Leader being bounced. Beautiful clothesline from Ricky Medeiros now to Sean Leader. Make it 2.
Fish-style drop kick.
Yeah.
Please excuse me for taking the words right out of your mouth.
No, that's fine.
This team of Amanda Fox and our junior heavyweight and TV champion are really showing it what they got. Taking it to the epidemic. So I guess this means it was Crimson in their ear all along. But what was he telling them?
I don't know, because they are like 2 totally different people now. Sean Leader and Tom Billington, not the fan favorites that you would expect.
With the history between Crimson and Leader, especially, you would not expect this whatsoever.
This is a European uppercut to the back.
The straight jacket on her before delivering it also. Very interesting.
Rear chin lock now.
Look at the facial expression on Billington. I think that tells a story. He's a different person.
Oh, Crimson Alchemia kicked her directly in the face. And then Chris Cruz gets in the ring and hits a double axe handle on the Crimson.
Cruz didn't care for that whatsoever.
Tom Billington with the back rake now.
You know, in all seriousness, sometimes I get this itch on my back that I just can't quite reach. I'd actually like to have Tom Billington around for that.
Very interesting. I don't want him putting his hands or anything else near me.
Well, I'd require him to wash his fingers and his nails and all that good stuff, and some antibacterial soap.
What is this?
Oh, this is trouble. Oh, goodness.
I don't even know what to call that. Had Amanda Fox over the head and then drove her back down as Sean Leader put his knees out.
And you can see that Cruz is somewhat concerned over Fox's well-being. He's trying to get in there and give her a break and get her a chance to make a tag.
Beautiful spinning neck breaker. Crimson holds on to it.
They're continuing to just work that neck and back of Fox, taking her apart piece by piece. Very creative variation of a Three Amigos a la Eddie Guerrero, but he used that spinning neck breaker, and I gotta say, it worked to his advantage without a doubt.
Sean Leader in the ring now. Beautiful fist drop. Very reminiscent of the old Sean Leader.
There's still shades of the old Sean Leader, but... Whoa, there's a tag.
Uh-oh. Chris Cruz in the ring now. Big clothesline on Leader. Make it 2. Make it 3. Cruz setting him up for something here. I don't know what he's going for. What is this?
Ricky in the ring to keep away Crimson.
What is this? Dragon suplex.
Cruz turned inside out. As you've seen earlier before, the Divine and the superplex. Medeiros breaks up the pinfall. This one's falling apart in a hurry.
Referee has to get control of this match. Oh, and they meet meeting of the minds. Beautiful spinning dropkick, and there's a roaring elbow. The terror, Tom Billington having the wherewithal to break up the pin.
I'm not even sure who's legal anymore.
What is this? Beautiful Hurricane Rana.
Fox and Billington, are they the legal people right here?
What's she going for here?
Going up to the second, possibly the top. Oh, Crimson disposes of her in a hurry.
You see the fan trying to catch her on the way out of the ring. Tom Billington thrown up over the shoulder of Chris Cruz.
Oh, that
Looked like a low blow.
It was. Billington and Cruz. Package pile driver.
Future Shock DDT. You can count to 100.
Leader, he pinned the TV champion right there. This team of the Epidemic looking very, very impressive here. Certainly a force that will be needed to be reckoned with in the future, not so distant future, in fact. And that they haven't had enough. They're choking them with that very same chain that, well, the last time we were here, it was Sean Leader and Crimson tied to both ends. This whole story coming full circle here.
That's it. They're getting out of Dodge as quick as they possibly can.
And they are quite proud of themselves here. As Ricky's holding down the fort right now, keeping them at bay. But the damage has already been done.
Very, very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the supposed most beautiful man in the RWA, Jimmy Gaga, going one-on-one with Damian Black. I don't know what's going to happen now. Please don't for 1 second go away, because you might miss entertainment personified.
All right, just want to give a special thanks to Full Spectrum Wrestling, helping us tonight with RWA Dynasty, helping out with the ring and so on with the stage and stuff. We want to give a shout out to them because they have a show May 25th at the Johnston High School, benefiting the Johnston Panthers wrestling team. Tickets are $10. You can see some of your RWA favorites like Antonio Latama, the National True Team, Phoenix, Jason Devine, and so many others. The main event for that show will be Ryan Fury versus JT Dunn. So check it out. May 25th, Johnston High School. This next contest is scheduled for one fall. It's a one-on-one matchup. Introducing first, from Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing 156 pounds, accompanied by Bobby Rossi, his manager, Damian Black.
Well, not the most liked man in RWA for sure.
Certainly not. And I don't think Bobby Rossi's new attitude has endeared himself to any of these fans here. And perhaps people here seeing Damian Black for the first time, well, I'm not sure they're going to be too impressed with his antics. You already see some fans at ringside.
What is this? Wife beater, go home. And Damian Black rips up the sign, grabs it out of the fan's hand and rips up the sign. The fan is... Oh.
This guy is a public relations nightmare.
This is what happens to woman beaters with a pair of handcuffs.
make perfectly clear that we don't condone his actions, we don't support his actions.
He has actually almost been suspended several times from the RWA. But his opponent tonight made sure that before any suspensions took place, he got his hands on him.
RWA handing out their own brand of justice in the form of Jimmy Gaga.
His opponent from Hollywood, Florida, accompanied by the lovely Princess, weighing at 176 pounds, Jimmy Gaga.
Oh boy.
And the crowd goes wild for Jimmy Gaga.
And there you see Princess.
Look at those shoes she's wearing. It looks like she kicked Tony Reno in the mouth. No?
Well, maybe. I mean, you know, I really don't know. I mean,
Remember that grill he used to have?
oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. Oh, that's funny now,
Oh,
see?
see, I had to explain it, but it's funny.
And Jimmy Gaga, definitely a fan favorite. Strutting around the ring. Formerly known as JP Hansen, but I've asked him about it several times, and he keeps telling me he doesn't know who that person is, and whoa. It's kind of... What's Jimmy Gaga doing here? He's pointing at someone in the crowd. Oh, and he's going for the dance. He's dancing right on the fan.
Getting up close and personal here.
Your sledgehammer. Sorry. I
It's
know.
contagious.
It is contagious. It's like a bad disease how contagious it is.
Being so bad never felt so good. I'm sure Jimmy Gaga will tell you himself as he gives away his sunglasses to a kid at ringside, making friends and influencing people everywhere he goes.
And there is his valet, Princess. Oh, Jimmy Gaga grabbing the mirror now, making sure that his hair is proper for the match. The most beautiful man in the RWA.
Yeah, Bobby Rossi, he's not too thrilled with all these shenanigans.
Absolutely not. And there goes Jimmy Gaga, sledgehammer. Oh, and Damian Black had to go and ruin it. And you hear the fans at ringside, they are not happy. Damian Black stomping away.
I'm sure the case could be made that he was just taking a little bit too much time and Damian Black's patience ran out. You know, a lesser known fact that, as Jimmy Gaga is firing back here, let me hold that thought.
Whips Damian Black off the rope style, and there's a hard clothesline. Make it two. Jimmy Gaga shooting him into the buckles now. Comes up, big fat body drop. Damian Black getting out of harm's way.
Black takes a timeout to recoup. I was going to say a lesser known fact is Stan Styles actually held the record for the longest entrance in RWA until just 2 weeks ago. Jimmy Gaga went over, I believe, 3.5 minutes for his ring introduction.
Well, I mean Jimmy Gaga really likes to play up to the fans, no doubt about it.
I think the most remarkable fact is somebody actually keeps track of this stuff.
Yeah, that's insane. Jimmy Gaga getting the fans into it now. Collar and elbow tie up. this? Jimmy Gaga rolling through now. Takes the arm from Damian Black now. Beautiful wrestling maneuver. Oh, and Damian Black gets out of the top wrist lock. Puts a knee into Jimmy Gaga's gut. Gives him a hard forearm in the corner. There's a hard kick to the ribs. Lighting him up with forearms now in the corner.
I don't think I need to tell you that despite all the fancy clothing and strutting, that Hanson, or should I say Jimmy Gaga now, is still an accomplished wrestler and one hell of an ass kicker when necessary.
Well, he just let Damian Black know that with a hard forearm, couple of hard chops and a forearm. He's saying one more to the crowd. Boom, and hits him with another hard forearm. Damian Black has no idea where he is. He's just trying to get back to his feet. Every time he does, though, he gets met with another forearm. Jimmy Gaga going all the way around the ring. What is this now? What is that? Just strutting. And then gives him a chop.
I know what it is. Do you remember the running chop?
I do.
That was the strutting chop.
I see. There's a Fujiwara armbar by Jimmy Gaga. He may be trying to break that. Arm. Damian Black now has Jimmy Gaga on a rear chin lock. Drives the knee into the back.
The boos raining in on Damian Black now.
Jimmy Gaga trying to get back to his feet now. Elbow to the gut, make it 2. Oh, Damian Black kind of spinning him around there, hits him with a knee in the back. Make it 2, 3. What's he going for here? Oh, DDT and dropped Jimmy Gaga right on the top of his head. That could be it. 2. Jimmy Gaga landed right on the top of his head, no doubt about it. Gaga was into the buckles hard. Damian Black really working over the back of Jimmy Gaga.
Gaga known for some lifting and within his repertoires. Even new moves such as the ugly stick. He's got to lift him and propel him up in the air to deliver that forearm on the way down. That's going to take that out of the equation if this continues.
Damian Black really working over the back, has him in a modified version of a Texas Cloverleaf.
Very underutilized move in wrestling, in my opinion. Lucky, you saw he was on his shoulder and able to roll over.
Just to try to break the hold.
It's at the point where you have your arms flailing in front of you rather than underneath it. You lose the ability to be able to turn yourself over.
That's right. And Jimmy Gaga hits the ugly stick. That took a lot out of him, though. They're both laying on the mat now.
Starting to rally behind Jimmy Gaga. Referee's up to 6. Black up first. That'll tell you how much damage Gaga's taken.
And there's a punch. Make it 2. Jimmy Gaga firing away now on Damian Black. Shoots him off the ropes. Are you all right, Clem?
Point to the crowd. Want to go for the sledgehammer.
What is this now? I'm on the second turnbuckle. I'm going for the double axe handle that he calls a sledgehammer off of the middle rope. Jimmy Gaga's back is still hurt. You can tell.
Does he have enough left in him to finish this match? That is the question.
Damian Black backs up right up into Jimmy Gaga. What's this? I don't know what that was. It looked like a version of a stunner. 2.
I thought he had him. I really did.
Clem Cadiddle Hopper, he's got something going on with his throat, I think. Jimmy Gaga trying to get back to his feet.
Well, I have no idea what was in that mixed drink that they just gave me, but I'm better now.
Must have been strong. Jimmy Gaga shooting Damian Black off the ropes, going for a big clothesline. What's this? Damian Black has him on a backcracker. That may put Jimmy Gaga out for good. Damian Black using his energy to roll him over. 1, 2. At the last possible second, Jimmy Gaga throws the arm up, gets the shoulder off the mat. Bobby Rossi up on the apron now. Damian Black going over there to help. Princess up on the apron. Oh, Jimmy Gaga just got. I see somebody up. I see somebody up on the ring apron. And Jimmy Gaga got punched in the head by that fan. Damian Black hits the running super kick. 2, 3. That's it.
That was 3. Damian Black and Bobby Rossi stole one. And
the fan at ringside.
That's no fan. He's in cahoots with Damian Black. I don't know who it is, but they're in cahoots for sure.
Jimmy Gaga laid out by the fan. Damian Black hits the running super kick, and that spells defeat for Jimmy Gaga. Princess at ringside now, trying to figure out what to do. She sprayed that some of that contents of the bottle into Bobby Rossi's eyes. My God, who was the fan? Can you tell me, Clem? Do you know who the fan is?
I have no idea.
He seems to be in cahoots with Bobby Rossi and Damian Black. I don't know who it is.
We'll get to the bottom of it for sure. Up next, though, the tag team titles are on the line, and it's a tornado tag. The movement against the student body. Don't go anywhere. It's up next.
This contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the RWA Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, being accompanied by their manager, Anton DeMonico, at a combined weight of 550 pounds from Brooklyn, New York, the team of the Fat Nasty Bastard, FNB, and Jamal Jackson. They are the Movement.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RWA Dynasty Tag Team Championship. And there he is, Jamal Jackson, FNB, Anton DeMonico. They are the Movement.
The day of reckoning for the student body has arrived. Will they be lucky enough to defeat the Movement yet again?
I don't think so. The Movement is no joke. New York born and bred. They are angry. They are tough, and they are hungry for titles.
Already, the NEW Tag Team Champions, the Ace Tag Team Champions, they're adding more and more gold to their collection as the weeks and days pass. You see, alongside their manager, the devilishly handsome Anton DeMonaco. Easy for me to say.
Very easy for you to say.
Very easy for me to say. We saw just 2 weeks ago, Jack Connor pulling off a victory over Jamal Jackson, albeit with a little help from Nick Varsity. We've got a bit of an even playing field here tonight. It's going to be 2-on-2, both men, all 4 men, I should say, in the ring at the same time with the tag team belts on the line.
Tornado Tag Rules, Tag Team Championships on the line. I'm scared enough just to be in the ring with one of those guys, never mind the both of them at the same time. This is going to be hot and heavy action.
387 pounds. They are your reigning and defending RWA Tag Team Champions. The team of Jack Connor and Nick Varsity. They are the Student Body.
Well, apparently they went on a shopping spree for some new sweater vests, looking very dapper. I guess that's out of the Dork line at the Gap store now.
Well, your dress sense isn't much better than theirs, Clem, so I mean, t-shirts and sweatpants really don't work. I'm glad that you actually dressed up today and decided that you would come here in sweatpants and a button-down shirt. So that was really nice of you. I'm really glad that that the sweatpants are still leaving your drawer.
I'll have you know I got fashion tips from Mick Foley. So please do not question my taste.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a big fan of Mick Foley, actually. But ladies and gentlemen, the RWA Tag Team Championships on the line, Tornado Tag Rules, the movement against Student Body. We're going to try to put this to rest once and for all. FNB and Jamal Jackson want those tag team belts. They are hungry for them.
What are they doing?
What are they doing? Hey, the match doesn't. Oh, well, see, now that's what happens.
Perhaps just coming out to say hello and leaving was their idea, but movement not having anything to do with that.
Nick Varsity and Jack Connor getting thrown on the through the middle and bottom rope, and they are just pounding on FNB and Jamal Jackson now. This should be interesting for the Student Body. Not a lot of tough, they're not real tough guys, but they're smart and know how to get the job done. And Nick Varsity eats a clothesline from Jamal Jackson. What is this? Half and half suplex. Throws him up to Nick Varsity. What's Nick Varsity doing? Kicks out the leg, and Nick Varsity power bombs his own partner. Well, there's the smarts for you. Nick Varsity thrown to the outside now. Uh-oh. No, don't do it. Don't do it. FNB looking like he's going to fly.
No way. Oh.
Nick Varsity, smart. Very, very smart to get out of the way.
Did you hear that? It was a sigh of relief from the front row. That would have been a fat, nasty dive.
Uh-oh, FNB getting out of the ring now.
Movement relentless.
They are going after the Student Body, no doubt about it. You hear the crowd, FNB.
Trying to get a sneak attack. Varsity causing the distraction, although not successful in their attempt.
FNB with the splash in the corner. What is this? Belly to belly suplex.
That weight of the fat, nasty bastard just falling right on the chest of Jack Connor. You see Nick Varsity.
Russian leg sweep.
He wasn't too quick to want to be involved in this, and Jamal Jackson put a stop to that in a hurry. And now Connor rolling for cover.
Jamal Jackson now whipped off the ball. There's a knee lift. Clothesline. Jamal Jackson. Chop. Make it 2, 3.
You saw that knee lift moments ago. Jamal Jackson's been known to rearrange some facial features.
And there's a beautiful, what would you call that? I mean, a leg lariat? Would that be considered a leg lariat?
Yes, it would, Mike.
Okay, great. Yeah, Jamal Jackson definitely known to rearrange facial features, no doubt about it. Jamal Jackson just slugging away on Nick Varsity now. Nick Varsity off. Nick Varsity just got the taste slapped directly out of his mouth. They're fighting on the outside of the ring here. Runs FNB's shoulder right into the turnbuckle, does Jack Connor. There's a drop toe hold in unison. They're strutting, drop the elbow drop on him. Jack Connor going for the cover.
What would you think of a strut off between Student Body and Jimmy Gaga?
Well, that'd be pretty interesting. I mean, I don't think that Jimmy Gaga would be very much into that.
A little bit of a miscommunication. It looked like Connor came off the wrong side. Heard Varsity say, "What are you doing?"
FNB rolled to the outside of the ring here. Jamal Jackson up. Slugging away now again.
Look at the drive right there.
Hot shot. Jamal Jackson just instinctively gets his shoulder up off the mat. Jack Connor choking Jamal Jackson now. FNB being thrown into the post again. They're trying to take FNB out of this match.
Divide and conquer seems to be what they are trying to do and have done thus far.
They're giving Jamal Jackson some forearms now. Whipping him off the ropes. What's he going for?
Their patented wheelbarrow splash.
FNB and Nick Varsity exchanging shots on the outside of the ring. That leaves Connor and Jamal Jackson inside the ring. A lot of action to call here in the Tornado Tag Rules. Drop kick by Jack Connor. 2. Jamal Jackson gets his shoulder up again.
Lazy cover on Connor's part, if you ask me. If he had more of his body weight across Jackson's body, may not have been able to get a shoulder out.
Nick Varsity went for the cover there right after Jack Connor did. Maybe that little extra body weight would have helped, he thought, but it didn't. It was a punch to the head. Make it 2. Come off the ropes here. This hard clothesline from Nick Varsity.
Just looking at him now. What are they thinking right here? Crowd starting to get behind the movement. Try to give them a second win here. And measuring Jackson is what they're doing.
Beautiful tag team combination move right there. For the cover, FNB right in the ring. Oh, and punches Nick Varsity in the head. Make it 2. Back elbow to Jack Connor. FNB was looking for the choke breaker there.
only assume.
Uh-oh. What is this?
Pile driver and an ace crusher all in one.
Nick Varsity, ass over tea kettle. He's leaning up against the ropes. All FMB would have to do is throw an arm over him.
That took every little bit that FMB had. Not able to capitalize on it right away. He's been rammed into that pole more times than you can imagine.
Nick Varsity exchanging shots now with FMB. Jamal Jackson and Jack Connor exchanging shots. What is this? Beautiful capture suplex. Jack Connor has him up.
Oh, Jack Connor was up.
Oh!
Fought out of a powerbomb type position and got a spine buster right on top of his partner.
Uh-oh.
Movement appeared to be well in control of this one.
What is this?
Oh!
Spinning back fist super kick.
Jackson with the cover.
And we have new RWA Tag Team Champions, The Movement, beating Student Body.
They have done it here in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Those tag belts will be going home to New York tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Much to the delight of this crowd here at the Elks Lodge. New tag team champions in the Movement, the Student Body. Their long reign as tag team champions is now over.
You know, I am not terribly surprised that the Movement won, but let's face facts. Student Body put up a hell of a fight. They really got in there and exchanged shots with multiple tag team champions in multiple different companies. I mean, Ace Pro tag team champions, NEW tag team champions, now RWA tag team champions. The Movement,
former MVW tag team champions. They've really been all over the place.
The Movement is what wrestling is all about. They come down for this great cause. They had some problems with Student Body. Let's do a tornado tag team match for the tag team titles. Student Body stupidly accepted, and now look, they pay for what they said to Jamal Jackson and FMB. They finally got in the ring with two guys to take these tag team titles off of them. I don't know what's going to happen with Student Body from here.
And everybody is down with the Movement. You heard it from Jackson. The Movement is on the move.
What an incredible matchup. I can't say enough good things about the Movement.
Oh, and a handshake to boot. Look at that.
Well, I mean, they're laying in the ring. They pretty much have nowhere to go. FMB and Jamal Jackson.
And look at Varsity.
Nick Varsity's out of it. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get away. He doesn't want to take another beating. FMB trying to get some feeling back into his hand. Jamal Jackson may have hurt his ribs, but they are the RWA Tag Team Champions.
RWA Tag Team Champions.
Thank you very much, Jamal Jackson, for.
He may take your job.
Well, I mean, I hope not. I mean, he certainly has the voice for it. I don't have much charisma. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have another episode. Well, it's a huge match, but another episode. It's going to be ROH's own Gino Giovanni versus none other than AJ Punk. I cannot believe I just said that. This is going to be very, very interesting. AJ Punk picked up a huge win over Cipriano Abruzzi, and Gino Giovanni basically didn't like what he saw, called out AJ Punk, and now we have this match signed, sealed, and delivered. It's finally going to happen tonight here at RWA Dynasty.
It certainly garnered a lot of interest, and you see Nick Varsity trying to help his partner up here, carrying him out. Oh, maybe not so much.
Ladies and gentlemen,
wait, look at him. He is, I think Nick Varsity has almost had it with Connor.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Certainly signs of frustration on Varsity's part. And we'll be right back, right after this.
RWA Dynasty, introducing from Cocoa Beach, Florida, Gino Giovanni.
Well, there he is, live and in living color, G3 himself from Ring of Honor. Do you believe it, Mike Mifflin?
I don't believe it, Clem. I don't believe it one bit.
It appears he has something to say.
Well, here I am for the first time in Scum City, Smithfield, Rhode Island. Surrounded tonight by some of the biggest scumbags on the face of the planet.
I believe he was talking to you.
That does not surprise me.
I suck. Look at you, kid. It looks like you've sucked down everything that's come into contact with you. Shut your mouth or come out there and bust your teeth down your throat. You'll be like that old man right there in a wheelchair, kid. I am 11 years old. You missed me. Shut up. Tonight, lady, come on. You want to get in here, lady? Let's go. Let's go. I'll send you right back to the trailer park you came from. I mean, look at you. Look at your teeth. It looks like you come from jail. Shut up. You look like trash. You look like trash. For all of you young men out there, right here we have the Smithfield Burger King. Get it your way right away. Shut your mouth. I am here for one reason only. Gino Giovanni doesn't come to little rundown pieces of trash companies like the RWA. Gino Giovanni is here because some snot-nosed punk named AJ Punk decided to run his mouth. He decided he was a wrestler. AJ Punk is going to get a beating tonight, just like you would if you were in here tonight. You're more impressive than you'll ever be. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you that famous movie star kid?
I'll let that speak for itself right there.
You want AJ? You mean to tell me you wouldn't rather see the notorious G3, gorgeous Gino Giovanni? You're all liars. You're a liar. You're a liar. Bring him out. Bring him out.
pretty sure the roof has just come off the place.
I agree.
Weighing 101 pounds.
So young, but yet so talented. It's remarkable.
Hey, why didn't you come in here, AJ, and be a man?
Oh, what's going on here? It looks like there's a problem with the microphone, but Gino's asking him to come in the ring. I smell a setup here. I think maybe Gino may have tampered with that microphone. There's a standby microphone.
Do you hear your people, AJ? They say you suck, and I couldn't agree more.
This was an evening gown match.
An evening gown match.
But in all seriousness, I'm here to make peace. I want to give you my most prized possession.
You want to make peace with me now? No. Get in here so I can destroy you, little boy. Get in here.
Like I was saying, I want to give you my most prized possession, my train.
The train? Who the hell wants your train?
It's train.
I didn't know we were near a train track. Do you hear that?
No, me neither.
What is going on? I don't like peanut butter. Oh my God! You know who that is? That's Gino Giovanni's arch rival, Freight Train. AJ Punk has delivered the train for sure.
Gino Giovanni running scared. AJ Punk says, I'm going to give you my most prized possession, my train.
In a match that came about due to play on words, give me that little Punk. Well, here's a toy train for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is now a handicap match.
Oh my good, Mike Mifflin, that's a handicap match. We have AJ Punk and Freight Train versus G3, Gino Giovanni.
Gino Giovanni looking beside himself.
Perhaps if he made a few more friends on his way out here, he'd have himself a tag team partner. Certainly not that young man.
Put it back on.
I think they're questioning his manhood right now.
It's very interesting.
Some rock, paper, scissors between Freight Train and AJ Punk will decide who started off with that team. Well, Gino does the proper thing and hands his clothes to a lady to take care of.
Well, that's not very nice, Clem.
Well, I'm just going to the Damian Black school of, well, how to treat a lady, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
It's rubbing off. And Gino Giovanni appears. Oh, he's had enough. He's calling it a night, and he's heading back. Is that it?
This match might be over here. Gino Giovanni went behind the curtain.
Oh, and AJ Punk went behind the curtain, chasing him back. Took a swing at him. Oh, caught him on the way in right there. We call that the Twig and Berry area. And Freight Train unloading on Gino Giovanni.
Gino Giovanni eating a clothesline from Austin's friend, Freight Train.
Gino certainly got more than he bargained for when he showed up here at RWA Dynasty. Oh,
Look at AJ Punk jumping up on the ring apron.
he is a feisty one. He gets that from his mother, I'm sure. Big splash into the corner by Freight Train. And Gino is out on his feet already.
Big leg drop from Freight Train.
Goodness gracious, he shook the whole ring. That was a lot of weight.
AJ Punk kicking Gino Giovanni now. Forearm smash to the back.
Oh, he's toying with them almost. Look at the kid go. Did you hear he was announced from the broken home? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't know what that was in mention to, but
his mother has left him for Crimson Alchemia, and his father, well, he's a no good, dirty heel.
oh, Gino Giovanni spits on AJ Punk and then pushes him.
And the Freight Train won't stand for that. You can see, and it's written all over Gino's face, he's thrown off his game. He was not planning for this, needless to say. Not really sure how to approach this one. Taking all his time, all the time he can to think this one through. And this crowd is clearly in favor of the young AJ Punk and his partner Freight Train. Whoa, pushing referee Steve Motion, not a good idea.
Steve Motion pushing G3 right to the canvas. And now Steve Motion throws his shirt to AJ Punk.
And again, he's out of here. He's had enough, I guess. Is AJ Punk taking over referee duties for Steve Motion? What is going on here? They're up to 7. Moshe right here. What the? And Steve Mosher just picked up a win over Gino Giovanni.
What is happening in the RWA at Dynasty? I cannot believe what I just saw. Referee Stephen Mosher throws his shirt to AJ Punk and then rolls up G3, gorgeous Gino Giovanni, in the middle of the ring.
Now AJ on the outside chasing Gino.
And Freight Train's waiting for Gino Giovanni as he runs into the ring and hits him with a clothesline. There's a big body slam. Fist drop, beautiful.
Freight Train complaining about the count, saying AJ counted a lot faster.
Forearm smash to the chest.
Whoa, would you look at that?
There's a front drop kick.
Wouldn't have expected to see it out of a man his size, but nicely done. And Gino begging for mercy at this point. Oh, man.
That looked a little questionable on the placement of that.
Certainly did. Steve Mosher, our senior referee, he was over talking to AJ. I'm not really sure if he wasn't holding the tag rope or what the case may be, but he had his attention diverted, and you saw the result.
There's a big chop to the chest. Make it 2. Freight Train gets the boot up.
That's not gonna bode well for Giovanni. Slapping the big man like that. Yeah, what is he doing here?
And Gino finds himself in a precarious position, going for what looked like a drop kick. Freight Train moved out of the way. Gino Giovanni has his leg caught now.
Caught in the tree of woe. And no, don't you dare let him down, Steve Mosher.
Freight Train makes the tag to AJ Punk. AJ Punk can kick Gino right in the face.
Off the ropes. Baseball slide. Goodness. And this crowd is eating it up. They love every bit of it. AJ waiting patiently now. Oh, delivers that knee out of nowhere. I don't think Giovanni was expecting that.
Hits Giovanni with a bulldog.
There's a cover. Oh, only a one. Not a whole hell of a lot of body weight to hold down Giovanni.
Freight Train in now.
Oh, big head of steam. Oh, Steve Mosher caught in the crossfire right there. Big DDT and Steve Mosher's down. Freight Train's down. Uh-oh. And AJ Punk got caught coming in the ring. Hey, what's this? That fan? There's a spear from that fan at ringside. What's he doing in there? There's the New Jersey Brawler, our head of security. That fan will be asked to leave, most certainly, being escorted towards the door now.
You hear the fans in unison saying that was awesome.
And Punk behind Giovanni now. What the? Oh my goodness.
With the leg trip.
He's got the Anaconda Vice applied. Obviously, strength advantage goes to Giovanni, able to get up and escape. It shoves AJ Punk down and down hard. And I think I see some tears. What? Oh no! What's going on? T Phoenix out to check on his son.
What's your problem, Gino? Get away!
This is not supposed to happen. This wasn't supposed to go down like this.
You're right, Gino. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Don't be sorry.
You see, even Gino Giovanni feels bad. It went too far with this.
What is this?
Whoa! What the?
Rolls him up!
He was playing possum. Do you believe this? Do you believe this? AJ Punk pins Gino Giovanni.
I cannot believe what I just saw. AJ Punk playing possum, going with some tears coming out of the eyes of AJ Punk, working Gino Giovanni the entire time. And you see the fans rushing the ring, pounding on the man. Huge sign of respect here in the RWA.
You know, pound for pound, he may be the best in the world.
Yeah, maybe so.
What a showing here tonight by AJ Punk and his partner, Freight Train.
Looks like Freight Train has something that he'd like to say.
I want you guys to know something. I've been out on injury for a year and a half, and I've only got a couple matches under my belt since getting back. I got a phone call from I'm all excited. I got a call from a spunky little kid who said somebody was bullying him. A lot of wrestlers don't take kindly to bullying. I said, I'll come to your school and I'll do a talk. I'll teach kids about not bullying. And he said, no, Mr. Freight Train, it's not a kid at school. When I go to my dad's wrestling shows, somebody bullies me there. I said, I'll go there and I'll talk with the kids at ringside. He said, it's not a kid. It's one of the wrestlers. Which, excuse my language, kind of pissed me off a little bit. Yeah! So I said, by all means, I'll come down to that show. What's the guy's name? And whenever he said it was Gino, my blood pressure shot through the roof. Some of you may or may not know, but Gino Giovanni and I have a long history. I don't take to bullying no matter what the age. But Gino, I just showed you tonight, AJ showed you tonight what happens to bullies. The people pick on little kids. It will not be tolerated here or anywhere else. Because AJ's got my number, and he will make some phone calls. And you know, myself and all the guys that have performed and will perform tonight, we're the local guys from around New England. And I want everybody to listen real closely. Myself, along with every guy in the back, we got about a 1 in 15 to 20,000 chance of making it to the big time. Kids, 1 in 107 are diagnosed with autism. Think about it. We need to make some changes.
Very positive message there by Freight Train. Class act all the way.
Oh, Austin has, AJ Punk has something to say now.
I just got one thing to say. I'm glad I could make it here, and I'm glad I could get every single one of these people on their feet. I am glad apparently, whatever.
He has a way with words.
I'm glad that I could make people happy. I'm glad that I could make this possible for him. For Gino, well not Gino because he sucks. For my parents having to wash this shirt. I hate them too.
Whoa!
That was a shoot promo and a half.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know how that's going to sit. He may need a ride home tonight.
Somebody might want to come and pick him up. Smithfield Elks Lodge. Jeez. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that, I mean, really, how can you top that? But up next,
there's Dad.
Oh, he said that's it. He's punished. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we have the OSI against the newly formed team of the Hollywood Balds. Don't you dare miss it.
scheduled for one fall and is a tag team matchup. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Miss Lynn and New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame legend, Reverend Chainlink Brannigan. This team is the only team to be Christian SG approved, the old school icons.
Well, how about that for a surprise? Reverend Chainlink in the house.
Incredible New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame legend, Reverend Chainlink Brannigan.
Almost like a NEWA reunion here at Dynasty.
Almost.
Gino Giovanni, Jose Perez, Reverend Chainlink, and even Dante, if memory serves me correct. And of course, the always lovely Miss Lynn, along with the old school icons. Doesn't get any more old school than this, Mike Mifflin.
No, it certainly does not.
It would be quite the interesting matchup. I know I say that very often, and this will sure to prove to be right again. The newly formed Hollywood Balds, Cipriano Abruzzi and Christopher Dozer. These two teams, they have done battle before. We'll see if perhaps this time around the Hollywood Balds are on the same team. Hopefully Manny Souza providing that glue to hold them together. Do they look ready or what?
Well, they do. They're full of energy. Excuse the phrase, but they are definitely full of piss and vinegar, no doubt about it.
And their opponents, weighing at a combined weight of 452 pounds, the team of the Baby Bull, Chris Dozer, and Lights Out, Cipriano Abruzzi. They are the Hollywood Balls.
I don't think he included Manny Souza in that introduction.
No, he didn't.
Hopefully,
Manny Souza might actually sue the voice box.
or break the voice box. There he is, speak of the devil. And would you look, they're matching. Manny Souza, he is a miracle worker, I'll tell you what. Matching hoodies, matching t-shirts, matching gear. And, well, not matching facial expressions. Cipriano Abruzzi, goofier than a pet coon, and yeah, that Chris Dozer, he's angry and oh my goodness, looks like a bulldog. But look at that. Despite what I said, still a couple Chris Dozer fans in attendance. These guys are like the John Cena of the RWA. Quite the mixed reaction. They have their fans, they have their detractors. Still, when they're on the same page, a very, very formidable team. And with the guidance of Manny Souza, there's going to be a 3- or 4-way race for Tag Team Gold coming up very, very shortly.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I mean, as we saw earlier today, the movement beating Student Body and becoming the RWA Tag Team Champions. I mean, you are going to be hard-pressed to find any team in the RWA that's going to be able to compete with them. I'm sure that many will try. I don't know who will succeed, though.
High five from Cipriano Abruzzi. I think that's the first time that they. Oh wait, look. you know, he's covering up his ears, and they're actually getting along as it seems.
Well, I think they both have the same goal in mind. They may not be like-minded individuals, but they have the same goal in mind. Collar and elbow tie-up here. Dante Cipriano Abruzzi starting off this tag team matchup. Dante takes the arm.
Both of them were really jockeying for position, and they had that collar and elbow locked in sight. Very impressive by Dante to be able to escape and grab the arm, and now Cipriano reversing.
Cipriano now puts him in a hammerlock, goes right to the headlock. Rolling right through, back to the hammerlock he goes. And now Dante rolling right through.
Ooh, he almost caught Dante sleeping right there. Very nicely done by Cipriano Abruzzi. Somebody's been training hard.
Cipriano Abruzzi. Beautiful.
That was a nice escape by Dante. Now going back to somebody's been training. That's one advantage you'd have to think of having a tag team partner. You also have a sparring partner at the same time,
right,
to work on various escapes. High five by the Irish Warrior. Chris Dozer not liking it. Looking for a clean break again. And a high five. Oh. The fun and games are over.
Just getting rocking and reeling with punches.
Big wind-up and oh.
Chris Dozer, smart thinking.
I think Manny Souza on the outside called an audible. Perhaps a timeout and a huddle. Manny keep him away. I don't know how successful he's going to be there, but
Chris Dozer using the advantage there of the Irish Warrior being on the outside of the ring.
Got him right there on the way in, and that's one way to really cut the man down is get him before he gets back up.
Cipriano Abruzzi and Manny Souza now choking the Irish Warrior in the corner.
As in most tag team matches, the referee really does have his hands full. But he's got upwards of 7 people, counting Chain Link on the outside, that he's going to have to contend with. Either being verbally assaulted or, oh goodness, speaking of assaulted, kick right to the back of the head.
Leg drop from Cipriano Abruzzi.
Not quite the weight behind it as we saw earlier with Freight Train, but effective nonetheless. Several attempts at a body slam. Cipriano Abruzzi more than capable of lifting the bigger Irish Warrior. Just, I don't believe he has the Irish Warrior worn down just enough to be able to pull it off. It appears that mistake has cost him now. Irish Warriors trying to weaken the back to make sure Cipriano can't lift him at all. Period. End of story.
The Irish Warrior has him now in a very, very precarious position. Cipriano Abruzzi fighting back, couple of shots to the gut and the rib cage there.
I thought the Irish Warrior was taking just a bit too long, gave Cipriano a window of opportunity to fight back. And Abruzzi took advantage of it. Big clothesline. Reeling. The Irish Warrior is almost daring him to knock him down.
Well, you don't want to dare Cipriano Abruzzi to do anything. Cipriano Abruzzi up on his back now.
It looks like he's losing his freaking mind. Well, you can't run straight at a tree and expect it to fall down, but if you chop it down, it's coming down, and that's what happened right there.
Chris Dozer now in the ring, kicking the Irish Warrior right in the...
And look at this. The brand new tag champions have taken a seat on our stage, and they are observing, I would assume, what they think to be the top contenders for their tag team championship.
They're really taking a look at the tag team scene now in RWA, trying to figure out which team is going to be the one to challenge them next for the championship belts.
Meanwhile, the Irish Warrior has been weakened and is now lying flat on his back, and the Hollywood Balds are taking him apart from the leg up.
Chris Dozer hooking that leg there. Almost barring the knee. Probably shouldn't say anything about bar. Cipriano Abruzzi might set up shop right on the ring apron.
Well, there's a bar already here with fresh drinks being served. He could go. He could take a break from his tag team action and start mixing up Long Island iced teas.
Well, that might be a good idea on his part.
I'll take one.
I'll take 3. I don't drink though.
That's just what he wants you to believe, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, man, and Irish Warrior appears to be in a bad way here. Can't put any weight on that leg, or so it may seem. Maybe if OSI is victorious here, that's going to be a good thing for the movement to remember. That could be a pre-existing injury by the time they wrestle OSI, if in fact
right.
they do. Oh. May have been a miscommunication there by the Hollywood Balds.
Not on the same page.
What a jaw jacker there by Irish Warrior. That miscommunication could have cost him right there, and yes, indeed, tag into the fresh Dante. Class is in session. The Dean taking him to school right now. Big snap suplex going up to the second, Mike. Oh, that Dante's knee, I'm not too sure he landed correctly on that. It looked like he was favoring the leg for a second. I'm not entirely sure. Not trying to work through it, not letting it bother him. From this vantage point, it looked like he landed awkwardly.
snapmare and goes to the neck snap. Chris Dozer now kicking Dante while he's on the mat. Dante eats a forearm from Cipriano Abruzzi for his troubles.
I assure you, he's not liking the taste of it.
Cipriano Abruzzi taking Dante to ass-whooping one-on-one class.
Looks like Chris Dozer is giving our referee tips on counting at 3. Back into the corner he goes. Irish Warrior able to rest that leg for the better part of a couple minutes. I don't know that it's going to be enough, really.
And there's that big boot from the Irish Warrior, bum leg and all.
The movement has now gotten a closer look. Both men down center of the ring. Irish Warrior trying to crawl his way over. Both men tag. Couple of chops by Dante. He's on fire right now. Oh, small package drove him head first right there. You saw that, right?
I did. Chris Dozer looked like he slammed the top of his head right on the mat. The movement really got an up close and personal view.
Tag back into the Irish Warrior.
Pepper and Dozer with forearms now. Kind of dives at Chris Dozer in the corner. That's interesting and different. I've never seen him do that before.
Given the injury to his knee, it may have just better suited what he was trying to do there. One can only guess at this point. Tag into Cipriano.
Cipriano looked like he was choking him there with his shin.
He's firing away on the big man right now. Irish Warrior trying to fight his way out of a mess here. Doze is pulling Dante off the apron, and we got a small package in the center of the ring. And Cipriano Abruzzi pinned the Irish Warrior.
I cannot believe that. I mean, they chopped the big man down. They got him off of his feet, and that's what happens when you get the big man off of his feet. The Hollywood Balls come out victorious in this match. Very interesting. The movement, new RWA Tag Team Champions scouting the competition. Very smart on their part. They make their presence known. They make sure that all 4 of these guys knew that they were there. So who's going to be next, Clem? I mean, who's going to be next for the RWA Tag Team titles?
One can only imagine. There are, like I said before, there are a number of top contenders, and it would appear that the movement is ready and willing to take on anybody and everybody. They don't strike me as the type to be scared of anybody. We have a standoff now. We all know that the Hollywood Bulls would have nothing more to get in there and mix it up with the movement. And this victory over OSI puts them one step closer to that.
No doubt about it, Clem. This was a hotly contested matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, though, we have none other than the investment, Antonio Atama, against TGIFA. Thank God I'm freaking awesome. Mike Grassa, who is Mr. Awesome.
Easier said than done, I suppose. And you see OSI, a little disheveled. They'll live to fight another day, and we'll be right back after this.
When the promo starts to feed and works its way up to this face, you're going to be graced with the presence of greatness. You're catching up with the investment, Antonio Atama, yet again while he's on vacation, except we're not in Miami, we're traveling the Caribbean. But that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, on April 28th, 2012, RWA presents Dynasty at the Smithfield Elks Lodge in Smithfield, Rhode Island. I just got word that my opponent is going to be none other than Mr. Awesome, Mike Grassa. Mike, this is how the investment trains. A little rest and relaxation. You better be training your ass off, because the outcome of this match isn't going to be the same, because we're not going to have a fickle referee that's going to give you the quick count. We're going to take it inside. We're going to take it outside. I'm going to beat you from pillar to post. And Mr. Awesome, we're going to find out truly how awesome you really are. We're going to find out how proud you are to be Portuguese. Without Manny Souza, without your horseshoe up your ass, we're gonna find out what you can do all by yourself, because as far as I can see lately, it's nothing. So come April 28th, 2012, RWA Dynasty, I get my rematch, my revenge with you. I hope you're ready, champ.
Well, how would you like if I made your night just a little bit more exciting?
How are you gonna do that?
Well, as I said before, RWA Legacy is July 6th at the Thayer Arena. And right here, for the first time, you're going to hear this. The RWA at Legacy will have its first ever steel cage match. Wow, that's amazing. We never had one before. Steel cage match, first ever in RWA history at Legacy. I invite all of you to check out the website, rwawrestling.net. You can catch up on YouTube at youtube.com/TheRWAForever for more details. Let's get back to the action. This match is scheduled for one fall. From Scottsdale, Arizona, weighing at 199 pounds, Mr. Awesome, Mike Grassa.
TGIFA. Thank God I'm freaking awesome. Motherfucker, I'm awesome.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at the brand new gear on Mr. Awesome Mike Grassa. Just as bright as his career, some would say. He'll do battle here tonight with the investment Antonio Atama. Already has a victory over Atama. Some say it would even be an upset. I'm sure you would agree. I know Atama is very close to you and near and dear to your heart.
Well, I mean, let's face facts. These are probably the two
brightest young stars.
Yeah, brightest young stars in the RWA. They don't have much experience between the both of them, but they have made their bones in the wrestling business over the past year. Antonio Atama obviously, has shocked everyone with his wrestling ability. Mike Grassa the same. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. Mike Grassa obviously holds a victory over Antonio Atama, but hey, that's what happens.
Both former junior heavyweight champions.
Mike Grassa, a former television champion as well. Two-time television champion.
USA weighing at 171 pounds, the investment, Antonio Atama.
And we saw over the last several weeks there was videos shipped to us via Mr. Atama cruising the Caribbean on vacation, even stopping Miami Beach at his summer home. He should be well rested and relaxed, and look at the tan on him.
Well, I mean, he is certainly ready to go. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this is RWA Dynasty. These gentlemen came prepared to do battle. Antonio Atama versus Mr. Awesome Mike Grassa. I mean, how can you get any bigger than this? But, oh wait, we can. With the revelation Christopher Sterling and New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer Jose Perez in the main event tonight here at RWA Dynasty.
And that's coming up next. And this is going to be a nice little warm-up. This is sure to get everybody on their feet, on fire for the main event later. Right after this.
Antonio Atama should really be paying attention to Mike Grassa, but he's jawing with the fans at ringside.
I think somebody made an accusation about that being a spray tan. Clearly they don't realize that he was on vacation. And I would suggest that he did not go on vacation without some tapes to study of Mike Grassa and other members of the RWA roster. He is a student of the game, as some would say.
Collar and elbow tie here, right into a headlock. Antonio Atama takes him over. Leg scissors by Mike Grassa. Atama nips up out of it. There's another headlock, another head scissor. Oh, Antonio Atama pushes him, but Mike Grassa pushes him right back. Gets a slap in the mouth for his troubles. Mike Grassa comes running at him. Antonio Atama dips and dives and ducks in between the second and top rope. Mike Grassa hot on his trail, though. Bringing him in the hard way. Very nice.
Mike Grassa, in his spare time, is quite the artist, and he paintbrushed Antonio Atama right there and sent him reeling.
Antonio Atama with the poke to the eye there, it looked like. Hits him with a hard forearm. He's up against the ropes now. Shooting them off. Just drop down. Looks for a clothesline, misses it. Antonio Atama looks for oh, look at that. Mike Grassa reverses that beautiful maneuver. Back elbow. A little bit of a jaw jacker there. Looking for a clothesline, it looks like. Antonio Atama has the wherewithal to get out of the way, get out of the ring, take a breather. But Mike Grassa follows right after him.
Well scouted, as I suggested. He brought some tapes with him for sure.
Beautiful drop kick from Antonio Atama.
Hard pressed to find one better anywhere else in wrestling.
1, 2. That drop kick has been known to finish matches from time to time.
True story. I've seen it happen. Pinpoint accuracy and not too hard on the eyes.
I mean, let's not forget also, Clem, that Antonio Atama is undefeated in Full Spectrum Wrestling out of Massachusetts. He is an undefeated superstar. He is going to be looking for gold sooner than later in FSW.
Really he is. He's beaten people like Nick Fahrenheit,
Anthony Stone.
Anthony Stone, yes. I mean, no slouches in the wrestling industry.
There's a rear chin lock on now, does it, Tama? Mike Grassa trying to rally the fans behind him now. Grassa back up to his feet here. Elbow to the gut, make it 2. There's a punch to the gut. Tries to run away. Grassa grab. Oh my God! Antonio Atama with a German suplex grabbed him by the tights as Grassa was trying to run away.
Atama pushing his luck there with that choke.
It seems like Atama's on a time schedule. Kicks Mike Grassa in the face. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not out here for your enjoyment. He's out here to win the match. I mean, he's going to win it any way that he possibly can in the shortest amount of time. His time is money.
I'm sure there's a private jet somewhere waiting to take him on his next vacation.
There's a hard forearm. Make it 2. Make it 3 from Mike Grassa. Goes for a kick to the gut. Mike Grassa hooks him up, gives him a Northern Lights 2.
It was very close to being over. It looked like Atama's face could have been sandwiched between the mat and Grassa's back right there.
Northern Light suplex, a very underutilized move.
And here's something you don't see all the time. Grassa, and that's why. Not familiar territory for Mike Grassa going up to the top rope there. Following him up.
Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex off of the top rope. Mike Grassa thrown to the middle of the ring. Antonio Atama and Mike Grassa down. That certainly expended a lot of energy from both men.
Crowd trying to get Grassa back into it here. Provide that moral support. Both men standing off in the center of the ring here.
Oh, goes for a drop kick. Grassa has him. Steps over him. 2, 3, that's it!
Whoa, there was nowhere for Atama to go there. He got cradled up and you saw his feet wiggle, and that was about the only part of him that could move.
Wow, what an interesting pin. Mike Grassa. Antonio Atama goes for the drop kick. Mike Grassa grabs his legs as he jumps up in the air. Kind of hooked him. It looked like he might have been going for a Boston Crab, a variation of a Boston Crab, and he just stepped forward. Antonio Atama had nowhere to go.
2-0, and he's making sure Atama knows it. It would appear Grassa has Atama's number.
Well, I'd like to have Atama's number because I'd like to, go down to Miami and have some fun, but we can talk about that another time, I guess. I can't believe that I just saw Mike Grassa go up 2-0 on Antonio Atama.
For those of you keeping track at home, and Atama, he's not in any rush now. You said he doesn't get paid by the hour here. He is not happy, to say the least. Look at him. His facial expression says it all. Possibly still in disbelief. He's going to take a load off right here and just think it over. Well, coming up next, we have the Triple Crown Championship match that we were referring to earlier. Jose Perez, New England Wrestling Hall of Famer, against our champion, Christopher Sterling, the Revelation. You see Atama flexing for some people at ringside here. Despite a loss, he's still the man here, and it's main event time, and Atama hasn't even left the ring yet.
Atama's still in the entryway.
There he is, New England Hall of Famer, Jose Perez.
Antonio Thomas standing right in his way as he...
This is going to be proving very interesting.
Thomas saying something to Jose Perez. With senior referee Steve Mosher trying to get in the way here.
Oh, Thomas
hot. Jose Perez does not like that too much. He seemed like he took offense to what Atama was saying. I couldn't hear them over the music and the fans. I couldn't make out what they were saying. We're gonna have to get somebody to inform us of what was going on. Maybe I'll ask Steve Mosher over a couple of cocktails later.
I don't know if it'd be even suitable for television.
And here comes the RWA Triple Crown champion, the Revelation, Christopher Sterling.
His biggest test to date for sure. It's a classic battle of student versus teacher here.
Jose Perez made mention at an RWA hype taping of being one of Chris's trainers. This should be very, very interesting. I mean, Jose Perez is a legend. Chris Sterling is the RWA Triple Crown champion, though. I mean, really, in a tale of the tape, though. I mean, how does it break down? I mean, you have the experience of Jose Perez. I mean, Chris Sterling is obviously bigger than Jose Perez is from a size point of view. I mean, who does the quickness go to? I mean, Revelation Christopher Sterling, for a man such of that size, moves around the ring quite well. I mean, Jose Perez is known to have some of the hardest chops in all of wrestling. I mean, I don't know. This is too close to call. I mean, from my standpoint, I mean, I think that Jose Perez may become the new RWA Triple Crown champion. And I mean, who's going to beat him?
And it is for the RWA Triple Crown Championship. And it is also your main event for the evening. Senior referee Steve Mosher will be attending this match. And for the challenger, weighing at 220 pounds from South Providence, Rhode Island, the freaking Rican, Jose Perez! And his opponent, and also your RWA Triple Crown champion, from Bronx, New York, weighing at 231 pounds, the Revelation, Chris Sterling!
I mean, here we go. The main event is on. RWA Dynasty. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because this is going to be an incredible matchup. And there's the sound of the bell. No getting out of this now. Ah, and a sign of respect there. That's very nice. I appreciate that.
Jose Perez all about the respect. Revelation appears to look very cautious. He doesn't want to make a mistake. And, well, really, who could blame him?
Well, certainly a mistake is going to cost you against Jose Perez. I mean, one mistake could signal the end for you. I mean, he hit you with that digger and the match is over. Oh, nice side headlock. Jose Perez, a master of his craft. There's a reason why he's a New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer. Takes the arm and goes right back to the headlock.
Nicely done by Revelation as he escaped.
I mean, certainly the Revelation Christopher Sterling is no slouch. Goes from an arm wrench right into a top wrist lock here.
You don't get to the Triple Crown Championship by being a slouch. That is for sure.
I mean, regardless of what Alex Corvus said about him and all the actions that Alex Corvus has done to Chris Sterling. I mean, Chris Sterling is still the RWA Triple Crown Champion and has defended his title quite a few times. Looking for the go-go platter. Jose Perez had that move well scouted.
Well, you make mention of Alex Corvus and his accusations. Some may have believed what he was saying or got behind what he was saying. You make mention to him, Revelation not defending this championship against somebody from RWA, but really, you are a fighting champion when you're taking on somebody of the caliber of Jose Perez.
No doubt about it. Clem, that may be one of the smartest things you've ever said. I mean, really, though, what happens if Jose Perez wins the RWA Triple Crown Championship?
Honestly, nothing against the Revelation Christopher Sterling, but what a feather in the cap it is for RWA to have a champion like Jose Perez.
No doubt about it.
There's the power of Revelation paying off right there.
We might be looking for the crack shot here. Oh!
And there are those chops that you made mention to earlier.
Oh! Oh!
These two slugging it out, center of the ring right here.
What is this? Revelation has him up. Jose Perez looking for the digger. Nope.
Whoa, what is this?
What Alex Corvus and Antonio Atama hit the ring, and they're getting beat on for their troubles.
Don't tell me the match ends like this. Is there a disqualification? What is going on? We saw Jose and Atama get into it earlier.
Hey, Corvus, a few weeks ago, I stuck my nose to help my boy here. Now you're sticking your nose in my business. Atama, your ass lost tonight. Do you really want to make another upset for yourself? Step in and see what happens. You know what? It's been a long night. Where's Mr. Ring Announcer? Hey, Mr. Ring Announcer, where is he? Go get your nice shirt on the back. We'll do this. Hey, what about, let's hear me out. You and me, we'll just beat the hell out of these two tonight. You and I. Yeah. You and I do.
Boy, that speaks volumes.
Hey, go to the back. Find out what you're going to do. Make this happen.
This is very a crazy turn of events here.
All I can tell you is, pray to God, he doesn't come back with an agreement to have this tag match. Here he comes.
Jose Perez asking to turn this into a tag match.
Foregoing his Triple Crown Championship match to get revenge on Atama and Corvus.
Let's go.
That's what you just said, right? Come on.
now a tag team match.
Well, would you look at that? I certainly wasn't expecting this. Our main event is now a tag team match, and it looks like Atama and Perez are going to settle their differences.
Well, and it looks like Revelation Christopher Sterling gets his hands on Corvus as well. There's a big, hard shoulder block from Jose Perez to Antonio Atama. Make it 2. Antonio Atama in great shape. Oh, beautiful counter to the arm drag. Whoa. Beautiful pin combination.
Action almost too fast to call right here. Whoa.
Wow, what a beautiful exchange.
And Atama's just not backing down.
He should, though.
Oh, man.
Well, that's smart thinking from Antonio Atama. Alex Corvus, you should have just gone to the back.
I don't think he has any idea what he's walking into right here. Take nothing away from Corvus.
There's a punch to the gut.
Oh, he's getting hockey shirted.
Ooh, and that hurts.
That slow, methodical wind-up, and then just a cutting, just a cutting sound, right, as if it's cutting right through the air.
One, two.
So Corvus blocking both those kicks.
Luckily for him, because his head would have gotten taken off.
But Jose, he was one step ahead of him with that kick to the back, and here's Sterling now, our champion. And Corvus retreating for the time being. He'll be looking to get some ice on his chest rather quickly.
There's a kick to the gut. Whoa! Antonio Atama tried to throw Chris Sterling off the ropes. Chris Sterling was blocking it, and then grabbed Antonio Atama and threw him over the top.
And now both Corvus and Atama are thinking things through. Maybe this wasn't the best of ideas here.
Referee Steve Motion trying to back up the Revelation Christopher Sterling. And a meeting of the minds.
Corvus is down on the floor, and Atama's being brought in the hard way. Yet again, may I add.
Antonio Atama not having the best day. Now he's just being peppered in the corner by both men. Chris Sterling just face raking him now. Oh, that big running palm strike. And there's the big knee. Antonio Atama, he can afford the best plastic surgeon, and he may need it after this match. 2.
He's going to need to take 2 vacations after this. Clear his schedule. He may be on Miami Beach next week in a cast.
I mean, probably some herbal treatments and a hot oil massage will probably help out his day a little bit. I don't know if he has that person on staff here in Rhode Island. I know that he has it down in Miami. Double back elbows now. It makes you wonder why Antonio Atama would stop trading on the floor on Wall Street to come and wrestle. I mean, he's all about new experiences, and quite frankly, he's an incredible athlete, but he's about to get lit up from Jose Perez.
Trying to get away. It's not successful. Not happening.
Some headbutts to the chest there.
Goodness, let that speak for itself. Words can't do it justice.
There's a big back body drop from Jose Perez.
Still a lot of fight left in the Atama, as we clearly see by that kick out. Now starting to fire back here. Revelation on the apron, leading the chair for Jose Perez now. Quick tags here by Atama and Corvus.
Beautiful drop kick in the corner on Jose Perez. He's going to suplex Jose Perez now. Beautiful suplex.
Oh, and he paintbrushes Revelation and gets the referees distracted here. Double team action. I don't believe there was a tag.
Double hip toss. Beautiful elbow drop. 2.
Knowledge, this is the first time Corvus and Atama have teamed together.
Beautiful drop kick again.
And they are doing quite well for each other. Perhaps not hooking the leg there would prove to be a mistake. That chop nearly took Corvus out of his boots.
Chris Sterling in the ring now.
A double team action by Sterling and Perez, much like Corvus and Atama moments ago.
Corvus kicked Sterling right in the head. Oh!
Atama working over the champion right here. It was a match between these two several weeks ago that prompted a surprise appearance by Jose Perez, saving Sterling from a 2-on-1 attack by Corvus and Atama.
Beautiful back elbow there. 1, 2. You better hook a leg on Chris Sterling if you want to keep him on the mat.
Antonio Tama has a front chancery in now.
You see he's bridging right there, and he's putting more weight on Sterling, making it even harder for him to get back up. The tag was made, but Corvus, he came in, and I don't believe referee Steve Mosher saw it. And no, he's not going to allow it. Jose Perez is beside himself on the apron now, pleading his case.
Man, they are really working over the Revelation Christopher Sterling, the RWA Triple Crown champion. Corvus choking him with his knee now. I mean, what an incredible matchup here at RWA Dynasty. You are going to be hard-pressed to find a better match anywhere in any company, anywhere in the world.
And all for a terrific charity. If we haven't mentioned it before, thank you to the Autism Project.
Beautiful neck breaker there by Corvus. I didn't mean to cut you off, Clem.
I'm getting word that we indeed have, in fact, have raised just about $1,000 for them here tonight. Quite an amazing feat, brought to you by the Renegade Wrestling Alliance. Special thank you to all who have been involved to make this possible here tonight.
Beautiful drop kick there. Right to the back of the head of Christopher Sterling. Oh, the back chop from Jose Perez.
That is certainly one way to break up the pin. Sterling very close to making a tag, and Tama cutting him off before making that actual tag. Cut him off before it was even possible. Great job bringing them back to their part of the ring and cutting off the ring and continuing to work over the champion.
Well, I mean, it's a sound and smart strategy. I mean, certainly Jose Perez would love to get in there and start laying waste. But unfortunately, Chris Sterling just having the ring cut off on him, he can't make the tag to Jose Perez. What is this? That patented T-bone suplex.
That may have been the break Revelation needed. He's on the wrong side of the ring, though. He needs to turn himself around and make that tag.
I mean, I hope he has the wherewithal to do so. Corvus crawling over to his corner as well.
Tag to Atama.
Oh boy, here we go. Beautiful body slam. Make it 2 in stereo.
Big back body drop by Perez. He's a house of fire. Point to the corner.
And those chops are lethal, trust me. I mean, you can hear the impact, certainly.
Echoing throughout the Elks Lodge here in Smithfield. Corvus brought in the hard way. This match is totally broken down here. Referee Steve Mosher having a tough time separating these guys. To some extent, I think he's just letting them go, giving fans what they paid for here. Tama up and over.
Oh, Tama right to the floor. What is this? Corvus on the top. He may be looking for the blockbuster. Beautiful blockbuster right off the top rope.
Doesn't see Perez behind him.
Jose Perez hits him with the digger. This match could be over. Beautiful drop kick. Steve Motion needs to get control back in this match.
Tama almost clotheslined over, now sent through the ropes. Come down to, oh my goodness.
And there's the crack shot, that's it.
There you have it. Revelation, Chris Sterling picking up the victory for Jose Perez and himself.
I mean, certainly not the main.
Whoa, this one's not over here. Look at these two fighting it out on the outside.
Certainly not the main event that we expected, but it turned out to be an incredible match regardless. Antonio Atama just getting lit up out in the crowd.
He's trying to get away as fast as possible. That's just not possible. And it looks like Corvus has had enough. He's leaving Atama. Oh, he was thinking a kick right there, and I think just out of sheer exhaustion, Atama's falling to the floor here.
Well, Atama has been beaten half to death. Corvus just left Atama at ringside. I mean, Atama came to Corvus's aid before, and now Corvus just leaves Atama at ringside.
Oh, man! I told you it's the wrong tree to climb. I told you, Buck. Come on, man. Come on. Get up. Get up.
Atama begging off right here.
Atama being chopped half to death.
No.
Atama hits him with a drop kick. What is this? Fisherman Buster, the Dow Jones.
Down he goes. Oh, and it's Antonio Atama standing tall over Jose Perez here. I promise you, we haven't seen the last of this.
No, I'm going to be very interested to see what happens with this. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible show. I mean, I can only speak volumes of what this was like. I mean, RWA, the Autism Project, I mean, we raised just about $1,000 for the Autism Project. We thank all the fans that came out to watch RWA Dynasty live at the Smithfield Elks Lodge. I mean, what an incredible night. There are so many things happening that I don't even know how to where to begin and how to explain it. The road to legacy is being paved with potholes. No matter what way you look at it, there are going to be some things that are going to happen leading into legacy. We just don't know how they're going to play out. I mean, some people are definitely going to be interested in recovering from this show right now. I mean, this is going to be incredible. May 12th is our next date. RWA Hype live at Ticker Sports Grill, 45 Cedar Swamp Road, Smithfield, Rhode Island. I mean, Clem, I'm so excited. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, we only have 2 months until Legacy.
Yes, indeed, only 2 months to Legacy, and people at ringside coming in to check on Jose Perez. That Fisherman Buster sure has done, excuse me, has sure done some damage. And, well, I don't know what else to say here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm Clem Kadiddlehopper. He's Mike Mifflin. Thank you for watching RWA Dynasty.